Hey, welcome back to our channel. In this video, we are checking out Jurassic World Total Super Colossal Spinosaurus. This Spinosaurus is exclusive to Smith's Toy Store here in the UK and is priced at $49.99. With the Super Colossal dinosaur, we get two mini dinosaurs, a Triceratops and Velociraptor. Here's a Spinosaurus. Here's a product shot of it. Now let's look around the back. Here on the back of the box, we get a massive image of the Spinosaurus. Here's dimensions. It's 36 inches in length. Here is the Spinosaurus swallowing the raptor, and it can store up to 20 mini dinosaurs. Here we have all the contents unpacked, and its tail, legs, and tail has extra protection around them. Here are the two mini dinosaurs, a Triceratops and a Velociraptor. Here we have everything unwrapped. It looks like nothing is damaged. Now let's start putting it together. Here's the sail attached, and it clips in really easy. Right, now let's get its legs and tail attached, and here it is all put together. And I gotta say, with it all put together, this Spinosaurus looks fantastic. With Mattel finally giving the Spinosaurus the Super Colossal treatment, we have this awesome looking figure with some really sharp sculpt detailing. And here we have a closer look at the Spinosaurus' head. And just look how great the teeth look on this figure. The scale and skin texture looks great, with its crest-like brow ridges over its nicely detailed eyes. Right, now let's open up its jaws and look inside its mouth. Look how wide the jaw opens, and just look at that nicely sculpted tongue. And what we come to expect, they are the softer plastic, which gives them a nice sharp look to them. The teeth on its lower jaw look fairly small, but look really sharp. And even the larger teeth have some nice sculpting detailing to them. But it's a real shame the long tongue isn't articulated. We have this white detailing on its lower jaw and throat. We have a nice painted eye with some wrinkling details around it. And what I like best is the articulation in the jaws is a lot smoother than the Hammer Collection figure. And I'm really impressed with the paint detailing across the head. With this orange tone across the head and these white markings below the eyes. And this blend of colours carries on down its neck, along its back and sail. Now here we have a closer look at its sculpted teeth. Hopefully you can see the fine sculpt detailing on the larger teeth. And this fine detailing is only present on the teeth on the upper jaw. I'm really impressed how these teeth look, especially how well they are sculpted. Looking down the figure, we have some vein detailing in the throat and some larger scales on the back of its neck. Here you can see the various size scales across the body. Here we have its impressive looking sail. The paint scheme looks nice, but we have no pale blue markings like we previously saw on the Hammer Collection figure. As you can see, the orange and white paint scheme finishes at its tail. Hopefully you can see the tail is covered in fairly small scales. All around the figure, the sculpting feels really rough to the touch. Here we have its huge muscular rear leg. We have some great looking muscle definition, and just look at the size of its calf muscle. We have various size scoots on its feet and black molded nails. I'm really impressed with the size and detailing on its rear legs. We get a little vein detailing on its stomach, and here we have its muscular arms. The hands are articulated and are made of a softer plastic, but the claws are not painted. And they also have various size scoots on them. Looking around this side of the figure, we do have some differences in the sculpt detailing. We have more prominent vein detailing on its stomach. I like how the sculpting is different on either side, but like I said, it's a real shame we don't have the pale blue markings on its sail. The rear legs are just as impressive on this side, and just look at the size of that calf muscle. But it's a real shame they haven't included any of the orange paint detailing down along the top of its tail like we previously had on the Hammer Collection figure. Other than this, it's a great looking figure. Now let's check out the articulation. Arms can move up and down. and the hands can rotate all the way around. Moving up to the head, you're able to twist it all the way around. And the mouth opens up like this. Check out the tail. It can twist all the way around. Also move up and down like this. Little articulation here at the tip. The feet are also articulated. But this foot on our figure seems to be glued in place. Also included with the total Colossal Spinosaurus are 2 mini dinosaurs, a Triceratops and a Velociraptor. And here we have it swallowing the Triceratops. Now let's feed it the Raptor. And there it goes. And by all accounts, it can swallow and store up to 20 mini dinosaurs. Now here we have the mini Triceratops and Velociraptor. And these look really similar to the 93 Classic releases. And here we have them alongside these releases. The Raptor on the right is from the Alan Grant Tactical Claw Pack. It has an identical mold, but a slightly different colour scheme. The Triceratops on the right is from the Ian Malcolm Glider Escape Pack. It also has an identical mold, but has differences in its paint scheme, like its painted horns. And here we have both the Hammond Collection Spinosaurus and the Total Super Colossal Spinosaurus together. As you can see, their paint schemes are very similar. We have this tan base colour along with the orange and white markings. Now here's a closer look at both figures' head sculpts. And you can see the differences in the orange and white markings across their faces. Here's a different view, and you can see the size differences in their heads and jaws. We popped outside in between the rain showers here in the UK to compare it in size with the Legacy Collection Mementosaurus. While we're out here and it's not raining, here we have it alongside the Super Colossal Indoraptor. And both of these are quite similar in size. Mattel really spoiled us this year. First we had the Hammond Collection Spinosaurus, and now we have this brand new Total Super Colossal Spinosaurus. And they are both inspired by their appearance in Jurassic Park 3. I gotta say, it's a great addition to the Super Colossal theme of figures. What I like best about this figure is its highly detailed head sculpt, and its ability to swallow and store all those mini dinosaurs. Thanks for checking this video out. Hope I'll see you again soon.